Arthur was assassinated. He mysteriously disappeared, and nobody has found him. So his son, Aegon, the Greathammer, has taken up the throne, sitting his ass upon the Iron Throne, and as his first decree is announcing a separation, or a schism, if you will, between the Riverlander culture and the Valerion culture. Considering the fact that Arthur placed his line upon the Iron Throne with Targaryen blood and is dressed like a Targaryen, I figured, screw it, for once I'm going to actually use the divide culture option in this game. So we are now Mud Valerion. Spurred by the positive relations between cultural exchanges, the Riverlander and High Valerian peoples have grown increasingly close over the years. Now individuals from these societies have begun to view themselves as not one or the other, but both. A new Mud Valerian culture. Riverlander traditions and values are the backbone of this new culture, while various High Valerian attributes have been adapted and integrated to meet the needs of the new society. With the Mud Valerian people now looking for me to guidance, it is time to set the stage for our shared future. So yes, one of the first decrees of King Aegon is to recognize the differences between the Riverlander culture and the Valerian culture and merge the two into one great Mud Valerian culture. Weirdly, the Stormfires agreed to change as well. I think a lot of people have. Most of House Mud, pretty much. Most of the Valerian culture, other than the Targaryens. And we do have Blood of the Dragon now as well. So basically, it's the same thing. We've just merged some Riverlander stuff with some Targaryen stuff. So yeah. Also, one of the first things we'll do to celebrate this is I am going to host a grand tournament. So yes, we'll hold a grand tourney to celebrate the life of my father. The question is, do we participate? I honestly think we just spectate. I always find it weird that we take part in our own tournament. I don't think the king would. It's like Ned said, like, who's going to attack the king and really give it his all? But yeah, I just figured, culture-wise, we've come so far into Targaryen blood that it's... yeah. Yeah, how does the champion of the entire tournament not qualify for something? I'm the king. I say if he qualifies. That your champion, Damon, did not qualify for the archery tournament. What? My champion, the guy that I named champion of the tournament, did somehow not qualify. How? He's my champion, he should be qualifying in everything, you idiots. Honestly, tournaments are pretty disappointing. I definitely hope that they add a lot more actual Game of Thrones themed stuff and redo them entirely, because the default Crusader Kings tournaments are pretty naff. Oh, son of a bitch, he died. Well, maybe you shouldn't be fighting in a tournament while pregnant, you stupid bitch. Jesus Christ, she's so fucking stupid. Like, who let her do that? Strong, independent woman, didn't need no fucking man, got herself killed. But yeah, you've seen one tourney, you've seen them all, unfortunately. There's really nothing overly interesting that happens during them. Dual winner was Brooke, House Dark, apparently won. Cadet Branch, House Tarth, and Trent. Literally not a single Mud one, or a single Prince, or a single anything. It was just the new Cadet Branches, lads, because they pop up like weeds. We have House Baywood, who is half Blackwood, hence the name. Greybook is actually a Cadet Branch of the Greyfires originally, and then we have House Valor, whose motto is Wrath undoes the wicked. A black castle with a golden crown with blue sapphires and a golden sword going for it, with some blue rivers in the background. I actually really like the banner. And the motto, to be fair. Just the name and everything. I have given them the sword Valor as well, to go for their house. So House Valor rules as my Lord Paramount of the Riverlands now. And I have debug mode on, because we're going to do observing and skip ahead. Because, as per usual with Crusader Kings, I have become too powerful. And nobody is threatening me. It's impossible to be threatened. I'm just unstoppable. So we're going to skip ahead hundreds or thousands of years and see how the AI handles everything. I have stopped trying to do the Cadet Branch houses. There's just too many of them now. There's too many of them. They keep popping up everywhere. So I'm just gonna leave. There's too many of them. I give up. I'll be here all day. So yeah, we're just gonna I'm just gonna wait. We're gonna do a little bit of a time lapse, and we're gonna skip ahead, let's say, to the year 1000 AC, assuming the game doesn't crash. We'll find out if the game crashes. But yes, we'll skip ahead and then see what happens. Morning, lads. Are we still in charge of Westeros? What the hell? No, we are not. Okay, well, I'm gonna fry up some eggs for breakfast, and we'll assess the damage afterwards. Of which there is a lot, apparently. I got a cuppa. There is a dwarf high tower in charge of my shit. Who put the dwarf high tower in charge of my shit? Alright, let's look at the damage. They've been in charge for a while. There's only 77 months left. Jesus. What the hell happened? Alright, so we had the Greathammer, who we left off as. Daeron the Dragon died from his wounds. He died from his wounds as well. And we had Meleys the Brave. King Meleys the Brave, who died of cancer. King Jaehaerys III the Generous, died of old age. Baelor II died from his wounds. So many Muds died from their wounds, dude. Mace the Handsome died from his wounds. King Bayard? Yeah, Bayard. King Bayard Widowmaker. Damn, died of cancer. And then we had Queen Ellen. God damn it, game. See, what I was mentioning about how this game, if a woman inherits, they'll just give away their title. And it's really very, very stupid. A woman inherited, we lost it, and Hightower inherits the fucking throne. Why? Because a woman inherited for some reason.
To give a woman power is like to give a gun to a monkey.
It's like Rhaenyra in the Dance of Dragons inheriting the throne, becoming queen, and then just letting the Valerions take over. No, her children are going to be Targaryens, not Valerians. This Queen Ellen Clevercat should have had sons and daughters that were Muds, not in Hightowers. Alright, where in these 69 houses and 1,000 living members, who's in charge? Who's the Mud of Seahull. What the hell is Seahull? Okay, so Stormfire is still in charge. Hightower of Sunspear. Redwing. Lannister of Rock. King Rockamar of Seven Strouts. Graftagar. And the Bolt. Everyone is still in charge except for the people that were the Muds. The original House Targaryen, it no longer exists. The Cadet Branch is still powerful. The only members of actually House Targaryen that still exist are the Targaryens of Shadowshield. And they don't control any land. They're landless. And they're a Cadet Branch. Good lord. I really hate that. That's not even like an interesting reason why we've lost the throne. They just inherited peacefully, and everyone was apparently fine with that. Seahold is apparently, for some reason, the most powerful. What happened to one of some of the houses that I don't care about all these. What about the houses I actually named? Redclaw is still alive. Baywood is still alive with only one woman. Greybook is still alive. House Valor is still alive after all this time. Not nearly as powerful as they used to be. Riverster is dead. House Rain is still in charge of Aldwick, Black, Viserys. House Knight died. Damn it, I like those guys. Oh, they had a feud at some point with House Rain. Greyfire, still alive. Thrice, dead. Float, dead. Rush, alive. Hammer is alive. And loads of guys. Okay, so let's find the legitimate, like, the rightful king. Yeah, they all marry. Why did they all marry Hightowers? What the fuck? Alright, so King Bernard. It should have gone to, say, Prince Edwin. Yeah, it should have gone to Prince Edmund as the second eldest. Taurus Mud, Brian Mud, Bullet Stone. No, okay. No, his line fails. Who has a claim to the Iron Throne? Do any Muds have claim to the Iron Throne? They should do. A Lannister has a claim to the Iron Throne. Mud of Pike has a claim. Redclaw, Lannister. I really wish House Valor was still in charge, because I'd have, like, pushed their claim to it. Because I want to find the rightful king and push the claim and get the throne back, because this is ridiculous. I'm not ending it with Hightower in charge. Queen Ygritte Low Tower, I think. I renamed their house to High Crown, by the way. Sworn to rule, with the crown and then the High Tower in the background. But yeah, the Hightowers are going to lose it as well, because she married this dude, House Blannis, who's far northern old gods. She married a wildling, and a wildling daughter of House Blannis is going to inherit the Iron Throne. The Hightowers are going to lose the Iron Throne, and a half wildling is going to inherit. What the hell, man? It makes no sense. They desperately need to update this mod, if they haven't already by the time you're watching this, with some kind of fix to prevent female inheritance ruining everything. It's feminism, ruining everything, lads. But joke aside, kind of joke. CK2 had this thing where if you tried to marry, say, a Princess of Dawn, and you tried to make her kids your name, her father, or whoever's in charge, would go, no, and then they'd break off the match and marry her to somebody else, so that the line would continue with the family name. They'd still be Martells. You couldn't just brute force the AI into taking over your shit. There needs to be some kind of system to stop exactly this from happening, because it's ridiculous. Am I delusional, or it's for some reason the game extremely unfavorable towards equal succession rights? Have they done this on purpose? Is there some fucking crazy feminist agenda going on in the development team for CK3 Game of Thrones? Or is this just a coincidence? Because the AI just constantly seems to try to make it equal succession rights, which ends up in over everybody. Because there's nothing stopping all of the female line from just giving away the titles to random people that they marry. Go back to male preference, you idiots. Bloody feminists trying to ruin everything. Yeah, I'm gonna get cancelled. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we are a little bit ahead. I basically cleaned up the border gore and adjusted some banners and essentially some house mottos and whatnot because the AI had put some weird factions in charge of regions and it looked like a complete cluster. So, we are playing as Lord Valerion, of House Muddyria, I think you say? It's a golden dragon with a golden crown and the roots of blood, breathing fire. It's supposed to be like House Mud, but a Valerion nod on House Mud, so to speak, with fire and might as their motto. There are so many House Mud houses that most of them I just haven't bothered tweaking because there's so many. But we decided to go with the Iron Islands because it's the only Lord Paramountcy that's still controlled by a member of the Mud family, and he is by far the most powerful. Also, it kind of makes sense for the Mud loyalists to be on the Iron Islands because 98% of all the bannermen are various cadet branches of the family. Other than Lonely Light, ladies and gentlemen, because I realized that these lads have been independent since we took the Iron Islands. They've just been over here, and everyone has forgot that they've existed. So they're just hiding over there, and they're chill, and nobody is paying any attention. Meanwhile, House Landen is a Lyndon and a Lannister cadet branch, so they have a white lion with green claws on a field of crimson. The Reach is still the Red Wains. The Dawn is controlled by House Suntower, which is a Hightower cadet branch, with the Light of Dawn. And the Stormlands are probably the most unique thing that I've ever seen happen. A cadet branch of House Bolton, which I have named Skinfire, with a flayed dragon on a field of pink with red blood droplets. Yeah. See, the mod really needs to address the elephant in the room. Feminism, ladies and gentlemen. Feminism is causing the destruction of many great houses. Because it keeps putting women in charge, and for some reason the game just lets them marry in a way that they're going to lose their family title and name, which is just ridiculous. They need to knock that on the head, because, I mean, that's how we lost to the Iron Throne. That's how the Stormfires have now lost the Stormlands. So the Skinfires are now in charge, although I do kind of low-key love that. It's great. And their motto is "Our flames flay," which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. And we've got the Graphicars, whatever the hell you want to call them, in charge of the Vale. They have been for ages. And House Wright is in charge of the Riverlands, which is interesting because they've been in charge for a while. They were actually the descendants of some Sunderleys, I believe. They kind of fought with House Valor for a while. Eventually they took over, Sunderland took over, and then House Wright is a cadet branch of those lads. Oh, also something interesting, Beyond the Wall is part of the Iron Throne, and the Lannisters control some territory up here for some reason. But yeah, the Iron Throne took most of Beyond the Wall. The only thing that isn't is the Frozen Shore. So, I don't know when that happened, but apparently it did. We are going to declare our intention to claim the Iron Throne against the current ruler, which is House Blannis. Because again, the game put a woman in charge, and the woman married out of the family, and House High Crown has lost the Iron Throne. And it is replaced by House Blannis. People, yeah, they're a nobody. They're a house that doesn't exist. It's one of those auto-generated mercenary houses that just somehow inherited the Iron Throne. So the realm is going to rise in rebellion and put the Muds back in charge. More specifically, the Mud areas, but you know it is what it is. Anyway, let's press our demands and we go to war. The last and final war of the series. Press demands unless she just surrenders, which would be disappointing because I don't want her to. I want her to fight. There you go, war it is. Claiming the title is no more real, blah blah blah. Says the woman who is literally the descendant of frickin' wildlings. She is the descendant of wildlings. We have wildlings on the Iron Throne, boys. It's unacceptable. Yeah, the North, the Vale, Stormlands. Dawn's staying out of it. The Reach is staying out of it, apparently. And the Riverlands is staying out of it. Okay. I'm just gonna call every member of House Mud is going to rise up to put the rightful lords back on the throne. It's been like, what? 400 years or something since we skipped ahead, so a lot of the factions have built so much territory that it's, yeah. I think march on the capital is probably the best bet. Approach the abandoned there's an abandoned temple? What? I don't like the fact that it's fucking glowing red. I can't remember the last time I did this, it did a thing. I don't remember what it did. My father, he has come to give me wisdom for taking the crown. I stand before my liege. Apathy is dead. It's a KOTOR reference, I think. I mean, if they cross here, I'll have the advantage, right? Like in a big way. Plus, with the reinforcements coming down south, I might be able to pull it off. I was wondering if I can lure them to attack me over here. Yes, I can. Okay, I still get the advantage. It's not the river crossing, but it'll have to do. Alright, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Everyone get in here. Reinforcements from the Lannisters, yes! More 3,000 coming down. 27,000 up there. Oh, they got 130k showing up, though. Holy shit, this is a lot of dudes. No! You sons of a bitches, they killed my missus! Oh, no, the 130k aren't coming to come help him. I'm a soldier on without her. I will avenge you. Yes, I got the Great Fires coming up. Then another 47,000, 38,000. Yes, pile in here, lads. Help me out. Oh, that 131k is coming to help me. I'll help them, I guess, not me, obviously. Well, we won, I'm pretty sure. Unless they've got more troops laying around the goddamn place. Good lord, this is a big battle. 280 knights, by the way. What the hell was that battle, man? Battle of Rushhaven. It's going to now crash because of the amount of captains involved in this fight. Alright, I'm gonna dismiss because it's really badly laggy when it's like that. Alright, we need to push the advantage and chase down any survivors from this. I'm kind of glad that 130k decided to, like, wander off into the middle of nowhere. Because if they hadn't, I'm pretty sure that might have gone the other way, maybe. I got 106k. Pull in, nodes. Pull in. Get in here. Quickly. Because they've got 140 coming. Good lord, this is a lot of troops. Come on, boys. Pile in here. Yes, I got 100k coming in from... We got this. We got this. We're good, lads. We're good. This is a lot of dead men. Like, Jesus, that's a lot of dead people. Slaughter. The slaughter at Rhaenys Hill. Almost 140,000 men were killed in this. Did I capture them? Like hostages, or is it just because I took the capital? I've taken several of them prisoner. Why is there there's 58 of these people alive? Rather break than bend. Yeah, tell me about it. Oh, did I mention we have Nightfall, by the way? Which is plus 19 prowess, which is just incredibly amazing. Some of them are down fucking south. We might as well just end it. I mean, we've annihilated their forces, we've taken the capital, they're lost. The war is over. Good lord, the amount of people that... Yep. The war has ended. Live in harmony, good temperament. You're a much greater foe than I imagined. The war's aftermath. Bring them to me. Lady Paramount, runner of the crown. I mean, I am known as the Vengeful, by the way. It's annoying I'm not sitting on the Iron Throne right now to do all this. I'm gonna execute all of them and take all of their titles. My will be done. You can go, I don't mind. I'll show mercy to everybody else, but the traitors, but the usurper line had to be wiped out, lads. I only have interest in dealing out justice upon the usurpers. How is she still alive? I want to point out, there are 20 of them left now. There were 58. I just had just freaking loads of them executed. But at any rate, we are now in charge, boys. I have the Crown of the Conqueror back. He provided me with many sons, lads. Well, actually, three sons, and a bunch of daughters. All of them were gingers. That's fine. Red hair is cute on a girl. All right. It's the dudes. If you're a dude and you have red hair, failed the genetic lottery right there, lads. That's sad. That's some sad stuff. This is really irritating. The Iron Throne should really be an artifact, so that it can keep it and have like really good shit. Because look, this gives me powerful vassal opinion, plus 12, but looks like shit. I have too much territory. Someone needs to be given. Well, I know exactly who's going to get the Iron Islands. The Greyfires. As the descendants of the Greyjoys, they absolutely should get the Iron Islands. Actually, like to be fair, we're related to the Rhaenys, right? Yeah, my brother-in-law. I'll give my brother-in-law frickin' Pike. Purely because we loved our wife and she died in the war. So my brother-in-law gets Pike. Hell, I might even make my brother-in-law frickin' Lord Paramount, to be honest. Yeah, screw it. My brother-in-law can do it. I mean, I would give it to the Greyfires because they're related to the Greyjoys decently, but I feel like, in character-wise, I'd care much more about giving my brother-in-law control of it, as opposed to the Greyfires, who are just distantly related. We'll deal with the vassal stuff, we'll wrap up everything, maybe host a tournament to celebrate our successful reinstalling to the throne. And then we'll wrap up things. Like I said, I could continue into the depths of forever, but we do want to put an end to this at some stage. The idea was to wrap this up, and we got into a whole other new war because the AI decided to lose the throne. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, during the reign of the Vengeful, Muddyria has set upon the Iron Throne, and the line of Mud Kings is restored. With Prince Christopher the Red as our designated heir, betrothed to a Skinfire girl to secure the loyalty of the Stormlords. The Red Wains are still in the Reach. The Sun Towers are still ruling and probably brooding in Dawn because we have thrown the High Towers line from the throne. Landends were our supporters. Lord Quillian the Lionheart of the Westerlands. And House Rain, without the Y and E, not that Rain, the other Rain. These lads ruled the Iron Island. Yennefer, what you doing? Fucking crunching. She's trying to eat a corkscrew. Hey! This is fucking not food. That is not food, Yennefer. Alright, well, she tried to eat the corkscrew and she snapped a piece of fucking plastic off of it. So, yeah, that's a thing that just happened. Where was I? Ah, yes, the Iron Islands. Yeah, House Rain rules the Iron Islands. The Wrights still rule the Riverlands. The Vale is still the Vale of Graphagar. And the Boltons still rule the North. The Boltons have ruled undisputed for, like, forever now, honestly. I don't think the Lannisters ever lost control of the West. It was always the Lannisters up until the point they made the Cadet Branch for the Landed. The spawn of the Lord of the Seven Hells. Misbegotten guard the Lord of the Seven Hells, at least till he tears them out. Jesus Christ. Okay, he had a hell of a reputation. Disputed heritage. He was basically considered a mud, but his son's still inherited. Technically speaking, I think the Red Wains are actually muds. Yeah, they totally are. They are totally still the descendants of, yeah, they are. They're muds. Not publicly, but we know that they are muds. They are the descendants of one of my illegitimate children that I got on that Reach Girl. So, yeah, they're technically not Red Winds. They're actually House Mud. King Valerion Muddyria. That's Valerion the second of his name. The Vengeful. The Reclaimer. The Black Dragon. Sits upon the Iron Throne. I doubt he'll ever remarry because he loved his wife. And they had 3 sons and 3 daughters. The succession is secured. I do have a brother as well, who's currently wandering the thing, married to a House Black member, apparently. But yeah, the succession is secured. The realm is at peace. I don't think anyone dares to rise up against the Vengeful, considering he had the last members of House Blinus frickin' executed. There were 58 of them. There is now only 20. Because he had basically all of them, including all of the children, executed, and then executed Princess Morana publicly as well. And I do think we'll wrap this up here, because at this stage, I'm making an outrageous amount of money. I am outrageously powerful, and short of doing the observe thing again, and I fear... I could do the time skip thing again, but I fear exactly the same thing will eventually happen. We'll probably lose the crown, because the AI puts a woman in charge. Feminism, the downfall of monarchies. It is what it is, lads. You can't deny it. It is what it is. So I thank you for watching. That is all for now. We will go and do other stuff, because as usual, I have a billion things to do. There is not enough hours in the day, and there is not enough days in the week for me to get the amount of work that I need done. So, yeah, we'll wrap this up. And I will see you guys in the next video, whatever the hell that may be. There is so much to do, I don't even know where to start. But I am so glad that I have recorded enough CK3 that I can now go record the 20 billion other things I gotta do. So I will see you guys in the next video. That is all for now. Remember to like, subscribe, and click on all the buttons as if you don't know where the hell they are and haven't been told about 1,000 times by every other YouTuber. But welcome to the YouTube algorithm, where I have to say these things because YouTube hates everybody and just wants everyone to fail. Anyway, thank you for watching. Soul out.
This war is far from over.